Oh, welcome back to the GSM workshop with the 82 Vanagon project. Today I'm changing out the old seal beam units, and I'm putting in the LED lights here. Now, I've done one to find out what our problems were. It's not a straightforward plug and play. Well, it does plug and play with electrics. That's not a problem. The problem is fitting this into the original housing. So, taking off the grill is easy. You just undo the half-turn screws on top. And because I'm using my cell phone, I'm going to be doing things in stages here. So, to take off your original headlights, you just have to undo these 3 screws around here and here. Then we get to that stage to take those off, and I'll show you then what I need to do to make these halogens work. Then I'll show you them lighting up. These also come with daylight running lights and also an indicator. And I just tested on my bench. You can have both working together. So I like to have, because I'm in Alberta, Canada, daylight running lights is a real advantage here because most modern cars have them on, and people look for those now. So the Halo DRLs will be an advantage. I'm going to wire those in as well. So I'll show you how I'm going to wire those in on the Vanagon. So when the ignition comes on, the Headlight comes on, I might even wire in the indicators as well. That should be fairly straightforward. Okay, first of all, oops, get my finger out of the way. 3 screws. That one up here, one down here. Phillips, and there's one over here. So let me put you on pause, and I'll get this off. I don't have a tripod to hold this on. Okay, be up to you soon. Okay, I have the bezel out, and the seal beam unit is just hanging here. Now you just have to unplug this and this, and I'll then offer up the new light, and I'll show you what I've got to do to modify it. So what to do with these locating holes here. I'll show you, see how this side works. Okay, I got the light bulb or the seal beam unit off. That was a pain because it really was stuck onto the terminals, it corroded on there. And my next problem is this ground lead should be sharing in there as well, and that came out, so I'm gonna have to repair that first. So let me repair that, which means just taking this apart and probably resoldering it in there. That's not a big deal, just a setback. Okay, let me get that fixed and I'll show you how it all goes together. Okay, I've done the repair on that broken ground wire. Soldered it back onto the connector, and I put some heat shrink, get a little bit extra strength around there as well. So it's all should be all good. What I will also do is I'll use some dielectric grease on the terminals as well. One of the joys of owning classic cars is the electrics tend to go hard and brittle and they corrode, and I get used to it. So, problem I had on the other side was these location pins here, here, and here do not line up with the location pins on here, wherever they are around here. There's one, yeah, one here, one over here. There it is. 2 of them do to get it to go upright. Now, I'm just presuming here that, where is it? Okay, and this looks right. On the LED light, there's a dot symbol up here and an SAE symbol here. And that should be on the top, so it'll fit in like that. Now, you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, but one of the lugs fits there. That one doesn't fit in there, and I think one underneath should fit. So I'm going to put this down, and I will mark out where the lugs are to line up. I just cut them out. It's pretty simple, and I'll get back to you on that. Okay, so I discovered that this recess and this recess fit, but this one doesn't. So I'm just going to use my angle grinder, just notch out those bits, and it'll make it fit. Not ideal, but it does work. So let me grind that out, and I'll show you how it goes together. Okay, so I just notched out this. I'll take some of the sharp edges off, but this does fit now. Let's see, get that lined up there. A lot harder to do. There we are. And the bottom one should be in as well. There we go. This is lined up now, top to bottom. Next modification is this ring here. It's quite a simple one. These are a little bit thinner. If you like to look down here, a little bit thinner between here and here. So I just crimp in, take this out before I drop it. Get it out of the way. So I just crimp with my pliers. Okay, a lot harder one-handed. And the way I did it was like this. I just squeezed it together. Actually, probably might go at an angle here. Just squeezed it down a little bit in several places going around. So what I'm going to do again is I need 2 hands to squeeze. It's quite tough steel. I'll put the camera down and we'll offer it up and we'll see how well it fits. But this is how you do it. You just squeeze that rim in just a little bit to here to take up any distance so it fits in snug. Okay. So we'll squeeze the bezel in a little bit, but it's not enough. Well, I can probably show you here, look. It just rattles around in here. So I need to squeeze that in a little bit more. I might use a hammer just to, in like 6 places. So it pulls it in tight. But right now we're not pulling it in tight. And there was also something else. No, that's it. Do this a couple of places, but you can see that's how it would fit without doing any mods. That's not good. Okay, let me show you how it looks when it's done. Okay, I got the ring modified slightly. I just tapped it in these edges here, and now it doesn't wriggle around at all. It's nice and firm. Don't overdo it, because you don't want it to put any stress when you put a ring on. You don't want to put any stress on the plastic lenses here. Just enough to hold it in place. Got all the screws in. It's plugged in down here, and you can just see the plug. And you can see the leads for the indicator and the DRL lights. Okay, I'll turn the lights on. Let's just check them, see if they both work. Ignition and lights. Oh, I can see straight away. So let's go from here. Don't want to go too close, get too bright. That's low beam. And we'll flick the switch. And we should have, actually, that was high beam. Left over from the last test. And you can see the lights. Now to end the video here while I wire in figure out how I'm going to wire in the DRLs and possibly the indicators. I think it'd be kind of cool to have indicators going at the same time as the ones down here as well. So if you're wondering about this bit of cardboard here, we're coming into winter, and I just blocked off the air coming in so I don't freeze when it's minus 20 outside when I'm driving. Okay, that's it for now. And I'll show you when I've got it all assembled and how the DRLs work, maybe how I wire those in. Okay, thanks for watching. Just a quick update. I have the daylight running lights working now off the ignition. When the ignition comes on, the DRLs come on, and they're pretty effective. I haven't wired in the indicators because I'm not too sure about that yet. That should be a fairly simple job of just bringing in a wire from there to there later. So next wiring is to wiring in the spotlights. I can wait as well. I need to drill a hole in the dash, but today I got more jobs to do. But that's a quick update. When it's dark, I'll back it out of the shop and I'll do a beam pattern on the headlights. So that works. Low beam against my garage door. High beam. Let's take it down the road and see what it's like.